Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. I think we're good. Hey everybody, what's going on? Good afternoon to people on the Midwest, in the Midwest. Good afternoon to people on the East Coast, and good morning to people on the West Coast, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone else around the world. How's it going, guys? This is another episode of hashtag TNT JoFi, tech news that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. Happy TGIF. Happy Friday, everybody, for people who still keep track of what day it is. This is episode something because I lost track, and this is also day something in quarantine because I also lost track. How's it going, everybody? Nice to see you. We don't have a ton of stories to talk about today, but behind me, I showcased this yesterday. I do have an A71. And I'm going to be unboxing that today. And before I get into that, I see Deepak Murthy here with a €2, right? €2. I was like, wait, is that the pound or the? I'm remembering the €2 super chat. Thank you so much, Deepak Murthy. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support this early into the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming every day or almost every day and chatting it up and having conversation. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the support. And it's just nice to have a conversation in here and talk with Chad and talk about what's going on with tech. So let me get started. Let me say hi to everyone else as well. So I see Brian saying TNT JoFi TGIF edition with the Birdman with the Birdman avatar and the Terminator avatar. What's going on, Brian? Welcome to the stream. Javier is in here as well. Unboxings are fun. I unboxed my Mi 10 Pro and so far I'm delighted. Yeah. First of all, Javier, welcome to the stream. I'll have to take a look at that Mi 10 Pro. I'm trying to remember what's what these days. I am trying to remember all these other I don't want to call them sub-branded phones, just the other phones that are in the market. I need to get on my I need to get on like tech level here and start remembering everything. Deepak Murthy, hello, hello. Hey, how's it going, Deepak? Well, I just thanked you for the never mind. Deepak, hi. Simply Your Device, which is Mike in here, says, did I see this right? The title of today's stream? Yes, I am unboxing an A71 today. But Mike also says, Jerome, you've fallen for the mid-range trap. I haven't fallen for the trap yet. This is me trying to figure out where I stand with mid-range phones. I haven't fallen. There's no trap. Just because I bought this phone doesn't mean I'm keeping it. Let's make that perfectly clear. I haven't talked to you in a while, Mike. So my thoughts on these phones, they're kind of ranging, but we're going to unbox this thing today. We're going to talk about it. I will talk to you guys about how it compares to my TCL 10 Pro. I will talk to you guys about it, about how well the color is compared to my oh so orange Pixel 4. But we'll get into that as we continue on here. Team Varai unboxing. Team Varai, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Mike says Lag City, maybe 2 years of some kind of support. Mike is already coming out with the punches here. iPhone SE for the win. Wow, somebody's showing their colors. Mike with the 99-cent super sticker. What is that super sticker? I can't see it because it doesn't show it on StreamYard software. But Mike, thank you for the support. Guys, thank you for people who are adding that extra support there. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It really does. Just to help me get the channel going and still do what I do appreciate it. So Mike, thank you. Deepak, thank you as well. Grant says, sadly on a work call, so we'll watch the unboxing with no audio. That's unfortunate, but Grant, I appreciate you still stopping by, spending some time. Hopefully that work call isn't too boring. But Grant, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for talking to me on Discord too. I will mention that in here as well. Grant and Ronaldo were talking about something in Discord. By the way, I do have a Discord, guys, but that requires a different level of membership. We'll talk about that later. I might be changing that up, so maybe all of us can talk in there and kind of have a conversation, but we'll see. Okay. Mike says it's Friday. Snarky level is high. Just have that snarky level every day, Mike. That's okay. I can take it. Six says, nice Star Wars reference, Mike. Yeah, see, I don't watch Star Wars, guys. I have no idea what that reference is. Is that day number? I don't know. Okay. Deepak says, I see some Androids on the table. Team unboxing Androids. Color, it's red. Okay. Thanks, Mike. Thanks. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's talk about this A71. So for you guys that don't know, I ordered an A71 a couple of days ago, and it was also because it was part of my stream. I talked about it. The reason I bought this A71 is because the Pixel 4a is getting delayed for whatever reason, and it's not being shown until July or launched until July. It might not be available until August. So I was like, okay, well, what other phones can I get for around that price range with that same chipset? And the Galaxy A71 came to mind, and I looked into it and I was like, okay, it's the A71 with a big screen. It has quad cameras in the back. It has a 4,500 milliamp hour battery, 6 gigs of RAM, headphone jack. I'm sure I'm missing a couple other things there. It has a punch hole display, but for the price point at $365, I think that's a pretty fair deal. Again, the one I have though is the international version, so it's not something that you can use it in the US, but I think if you're trying to use CDMA with Verizon or Sprint, I don't think it's possible to use. At the same time, after I bought this, I started doing a little homework because I was talking with Grant and people in the stream, and they were talking about other phones like Xiaomi's and Redmi's and Realme's and Vivo's and Oppo's and all the other sub brand, or God damn it, I can't call them sub brands, just all these other brands. And I ended up finding the Xiaomi Mi 9T that has a selfie pop-up camera And that phone, well, at 64 gigs of internal storage, has a Snapdragon 730, 6 gigs of RAM, 100 or 64 gigs internal storage, 265. The 128 gig version goes for 315, so cheaper than this A71. Now, people in chat were telling me that the camera was so, but still at a $265 price point, that's pretty damn cheap for a brand new phone with that kind of spec hardware. Now, is it going to compare then to camera level on the Pixel 4a? Probably not. But what else can I buy at that price point right now that's not a Pixel 4a? So, Mike, you said I'm showing my colors. It's red. Okay, Mike. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Let's talk about this A71. I have not unboxed it yet. I got it yesterday. And so what does that say right there? It says Samsung promotion, Google One, incluye. So it's not even in English, huh? Incluye 100 gigabytes, because this is the like Latin Caribbean edition or something. There is no tape around this box, so there's nothing to cut open. And so part of me, when I first got it, was like, well, is it because they opened it up already? But I don't know. So yeah, this is the A71. I got it in the blue color. It came in 2 days from Amazon. 2 days. Says it right there. Galaxy A71. This is weird doing an unboxing because I typically don't do unboxings ever. I've done them in the past, kind of just because it's like everyone was doing it, and I was like, this is not really my thing. But it's kind of different doing it on stream because I get to do it live. I get to talk to you guys in chat. I see Y 2019 in here. So hi, hey Y, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Team Verizon says, I envy you guys in the US with your Samsungs. I've lived both in the Philippines and now in the UK, and all we ever get in these regions are Exynos models. Yeah, and that's what I hear, and that's so weird to me how that happens. What about so like here's the thing though, Team Verizon, is I'm not really a Samsung guy. I'm not. The last Samsung I've owned was an S9 and an S9 Plus or S9 Edge, whatever, S9 Plus. No, Plus. Anyway, so is it because you're a Samsung guy, or is it just because you wanted to try them out? Do you guys get OnePlus phones in the UK? I think you do. Wonder what phones do they have in the Philippines? You know, I was supposed to go to the Philippines this year, Team Verizon. I was supposed to go with my mom, and then just a lot of stuff happened. Obviously, we know what happened, so that's not happening anymore. Anyway, Six says, LOL, no, it's the Puerto Rican edition. Okay, Six. Thank you. Delmar Pangilinan. Right? Am I saying that right? I'm trying to, if that's your Filipino name, I'm assuming you are. Delmar Pangilinan. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Dude, Middle East has the same Exynos. Yeah, that sucks. But some, at one point, weren't Exynos chips better than the Snapdragon ones? I thought at some point they were. I know this year they've been getting a lot of shit for the S20. I know the Exynos chips haven't been the best compared to the Snapdragon 865, but yeah, I don't know. So Ronaldo De Leon says, what's up, Jerome? Made it 11 minutes late, but here, you're good, man. Pretty much it was the intro and me saying hi and talking in chat. Ronaldo, what's going on? Glad you can make it to the stream. I just mentioned you earlier. We were talking about the Axon. I think we were talking about Discord, but yeah, it's not much happening yet. I was about to open this up again. I got this. So for you guys that don't know, I got this Galaxy A71. It came in 2 days from Amazon. I paid $365 for it. Let me put that into perspective. This was after taxes. It was $390. This Galaxy A71 can be used in the US. It is the international edition, but it was $365. There is a US edition coming that's going to be coming with 5G, but it's going to be selling for $600. $600, and it's going to have an Exynos in it. It's not going to have the Snapdragon 730 in it. So keep that in mind. Would you rather pay $600 for the US 5G model with an Exynos, or would you pay $365 for this international one with the Snapdragon 730? Isn't that weird how that works? Anyway, let's open it up. Again, there was no tape, there was nothing. I haven't even opened it up yet. So I don't have a second camera to like switch over. I'm sorry, guys. I'm working in my bedroom here. I don't have multiple things of equipment. So I will like try to give you whatever experience I can. So the other side actually has like, I think there's paperwork. That is, yeah. So SIM ejector tool, Samsung on the front. This is so weird, guys. I don't do unboxings, but for some reason it's more exciting to do it live just because you guys are in here and we can talk. And oh shit, I just ripped. Was I not supposed to open it from there? If I'm trying, I don't know if I'm going to keep it, guys. That's why I'm like trying to be careful. And I ripped the top part of the box. So inside it has the case, right? A case I will never use because I never use cases, but it is a clear, well, it's kind of a smoky, transparent case. I feel so weird talking about this shit because I don't use cases. I don't talk about this stuff. This stuff doesn't really excite me. But again, it is a little different doing it live. There is paperwork in here. What kind of paperwork? I don't know. Warranty card. And then a guía de inicio rápido. I don't speak Spanish, guys. I can't even do the pronunciation properly. Anyway, this is it. Samsung Galaxy A71 Infinity O display. That's something I didn't say. An Infinity O display, quad camera, and super fast charging. That's the thing too. This phone comes with 25-watt wired charging. So again, guys, $365 is not bad at all. Holy shit, that actually looks really nice. So you can see kind of the sparkle within it. Do you see that? Like, it doesn't, I mean, I'm using a webcam. It's not the best quality ever, but it looks pretty good. So Deepak Murthy is saying that's a Spanish version. You know what, Deepak? Let me pull up the Amazon thing. So they call it the Latin Caribbean edition, but it can be used in the US. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up right now so I can share it with you guys. The one that I bought on Amazon, just so you guys know which one I'm getting, or the which one I got. So I will share it right now. Give me 1 second. So this is it. This is the Galaxy A71. So it says USA, Latin, Caribbean, Euro with 4 cameras. Yeah, so it's Latin, Caribbean, and Euro. So it's a world phone, right? Am I assuming right there? Let me show you what's in the rest of the box. So it has, oh wait, does it come with a US charger? Okay, so, well, here. Wired earbuds, right? Wired earbuds, USB-C to USB-C cable, right? And then as far as, I don't want to rip this box because I don't think I'm going to be keeping the phone. And then this is, I guess, their fast charger, right? 25-watt wired charging. It does say super fast charging right here. You guys won't be able to see it, but it says super fast charging. And I like, there's the back. You can see the quad cameras are there. The color looks really nice. So do you guys want to hear that? Are they going to be upset if I return it without the plastic? No, they're not. Whatever. It's Amazon. Okay. That's the best I could do with the sound, guys. It's not the best. That is a nice looking color. Look at that reflection on it. And it kind of has like this pattern to it. Do you see like that diamond pattern to it? That doesn't look bad at all. And then again, the quad cameras, and then the display on the front. Feeling the phone. So is there plastic on the back here? It feels kind of rough on the edges. Is it because it has a screen protector or plastic around it? Hold on, guys. Oh, there's plastic around it. So that's kind of why it has a rough feel. But let me try to, sorry, there is plastic around it. So I'm going to try to get that plastic off. They're going to be like, Jerome, you can't return this. I watched your stream. You just bought it to show it off and do a camera comparison and then returned it. Well, I don't know if I'm returning it yet. We don't know. Oh, so there is plastic here. I'm taking it off right now. So it's plastic around the edges here. Oh, it's that kind where it's like I have to take it off on every. Dude, this is actually a really nice feeling phone. Like, I'm surprised at how how nice the phone feels in hand. Hold on here. Let me just go through chat before I see Grant says, the smell of regret. Grant is almost positive I am not keeping this phone at all. um, okay, hold on here. Let me scroll back up. Let me make sure I say hi to everybody. Let me scroll down. Six says, I think the last great Exynos was with the S7 phones. Yeah, that's what I remember. I remember people were saying when I bought the S7, they're like, well, you don't have the Exynos version. You have the worst Qualcomm Snapdragon version or whatever. I see Adrian Stanciu in here. Did I say that right? If I didn't, please, you feel free to correct me. Hi from Romania. Hey, Adrian, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you in here before, right? I'm pretty sure I haven't. Either way, I rock a Xiaomi Mi A3 that got worse after Android 10 update. Shame on Xiaomi. Damn it. Adrian, and I'm sitting here talking about me wanting to buy a Mi 9T. So that's not good news. Hopefully that gets better, or you're able to mod it and get that updated or whatever. But Adrian, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you. Sorry guys, I'm also sitting here trying to peel the plastic on the sides here, and I don't want to sit here and do this like haphazardly and then like mess up the phone. But well, let me just go through chat. So Paul Hendricks, I'm here. Hey, Paul, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Welcome. Team Bry says, here we go. Brian with the $1 super chat. Brian, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you for the how many days in a row of super chats. Means a lot to me. You know how it goes. I always thank you for that, man. That support that you do here is it's great, and I appreciate it. So thank you. Sorry, guys. I am sitting here trying to peel the plastic on the sides of this A71, and it's kind of driving me nuts because I'm trying to talk and keep you guys entertained, and this plastic is kind of a bitch, and if I can't do it now, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to do it later. But first impressions right now of the phone is it's pretty nice. Oh, there we go. The color is, I'm peeling the, God, do you see how much plastic comes up? It's like piece by piece because it obviously can't wrap around the buttons or whatever on here. But like I'm digging this color. This I don't know what they call it. I don't know if it's just blue or whatever, but because it has like that prismatic effect and it has that diamond shaped pattern or triangular pattern in the back, it looks really nice. And you know, it comes in black and it comes in white, and I can't remember what other colors. But it's not bad at all. So Enforce, what I see, A71. Yes, it's an A71. Mike says, come on, man, where are the beauty shots? Slow-mo. I don't have that kind of I'm using like a 5-year-old webcam. What do you expect from me, Mike? He also says paperwork, pluck it and throw it aside. Yeah, I know. That's usually how I do. Let me scroll down. Paul says, just bought a 7 Pro again. Couldn't let this go. Mint condition. 12 gigs of RAM, 256 for €500. Deepak's conversion gives $550. That's pretty good price, man. Awesome. Mint condition too. Great. Awesome, man. If I could get my hands on a 7 Pro, I totally would. Okay, let me scroll back down here. Mike says $5, says he keeps it. We'll see, Mike. I don't take investor super chats. Android stud coral blue, is that what it's called? Is that the official color for this, or is that just what you would call it, coral blue? Anyway, Android stud Leo, welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Okay, and Force says, I sense some excitement from, or I sense excitement from you. Maybe we'll see. You know what? We'll also see about this camera and how well the camera does. Leo says, I wonder if they will ever be. I wonder if there will ever be a perfect phone for Jerome. I don't know. I don't know if there will be, but I will say, it is a nice phone. It's a big phone. How big is this again? I have my other screen open up here. So it's a 6.7-inch display. It's a 1080, so it's an FHD display. And in terms, okay, so I don't have all the plastic peeled off, but from I don't know if it's plastic in the back, but it feels really good. Like it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel metal, right? It doesn't have that premium feel. So when I hold, oh god damn it, now I have, when I hold it next to the TCL definitely feels more premium than the A71. Here's a question for you guys. So actually, when I put these phones side by side, right? When you look at both, these phones are pretty much the same size. Yeah, they're very similar in size on both of these phones. And you know what? I'll go ahead. I'll power this up for you guys while I ask this question. I'm just going to share it with you. So real quick, if this A71 has a Snapdragon 730, has 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage. This also has, right, the TCL 10 Pro also has 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, but the TCL 10 Pro prices at $450 with a Snapdragon 675 chipset. This was $365 with a Snapdragon 730 chipset. Which one would you buy? Oh, wow. That is not in English. Comencemos. Can somebody tell me what that means? Is that welcome? How come I've never heard that word? Comencemos. So I'm switching it to, look at that. Look at, it's weird. You know what? This is like this is me being very ignorant, but I'm just very surprised that English doesn't come up as the first language on here. So it says Espanol, Euskara, and then Filipino is the third one. French is the whatever. Where is English? Is there no English on here? Wait a minute. What? Oh, I had to scroll up for English. So yeah, scrolling up, you could pick English. You guys can't see that. The webcam is not good at all. English, United States, clicking OK. Oh, it stands for let's go. Yeah, 6 says let us begin. Okay, thank you, 6. I'm glad I have an interpreter here. Comencemos. Gotcha. Let us begin. Gotcha. Okay. So let me get into the terms and conditions. Okay. Once you read and agree to these, we can really get going. I don't. Oh, the speaker's down here. Okay. Anyway, do I have to? I have read and agree to all of the above. I guess, right? Can I just continue doing that? What if I click some of these off? I tried to not check everything just to see if because I don't like giving all my privacy stuff away, but I have to agree to everything. So Wi-Fi would be quite handy here. Okay. Choose the network. All right. I'm going to connect Wi-Fi to it. I should just give you some kind of visual. So it's not just me looking down at the screen here. Okay. So connecting to Wi-Fi. I really like that color. I'm digging the color. I think it's nice. It does have a plastic feel to it when compared to my TCL 10 Pro. TCL 10 Pro obviously has a much better feel. It feels more premium, but it doesn't feel bad at all for the A71. I think it isn't bad as far as the build quality for a plastic feeling phone. I mean, I'm digging it so far, but I will say that the TCL 10 Pro has a better feel to it. So just keep that in mind. As far as the screen, hold on, it's trying to connect. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so connected, hitting next. So yeah, if you look at the screens, they're both real big display screens. They both fill up, the front. The bezels are really minimal. It's 74 degrees right now here in Chicago. But yeah, they both look really good. What I like about the A71 is it's a flat screen. It doesn't curve, right? It doesn't curve on the sides like the TCL 10 Pro, which is what gives me a lot of accidental touches lately. Something that's been really a nuisance for me. I should ask Leo, since Leo's here too. Leo, I know you have a TCL 10 Pro, and Leo, be honest. I wish Tony was in here because I think Tony has one too. How have you been dealing with the accidental touches on here? Because for me, it happens quite a bit, and it is a bit frustrating. I I understand if you don't have issues, but I want you to be honest and tell me how you feel about it. Because for me, it hasn't been the best experience. It's why I don't care for curved glass. Does it look nice? Yes, it's lovely. When it curves, it's lovely. But with to know that the A71 comes with a flat screen that I'm not going to get accidental touches with. For me, that's such a plus. It's such a plus. Leo says, change that wallpaper already. I like it. I like the wall. Why do I have to change the wallpaper? You change your wallpaper. Let me keep the default. Team Varai with the $2, the £2 super chat. Team Varai, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the support. All you guys who have sent super chats, super stickers, guys, thank you so much for the extra support. It means a lot to me. It really does. It helps me pay for a lot of the monthly expenses, just getting the channel going and everything. So Team Variety, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. So it's at this part now where it's asking me to copy apps and data. I'm not copying anything because it's just, every time I get a new phone, I like starting fresh. That's how I do all my phones. I'm weird like that. I think I'm kind of OCD too. Sometimes there are days when I have a phone and I just want to start all over, and I will literally clean it out and just start fresh and do everything. Like, I don't know. I'm weird like that. Am I the only one? Do any of you guys do that? Do you guys just decide that you're going to go ahead and like completely wipe your phone and just do it all over again? I've noticed here that there's no haptic feedback right now. And I'm not sure why. Actually, can I change this until later? Hold on. I'm just going to skip the account setup for now, and I'm going to do that later when I get a chance. Hold on here. I'm turning stuff off. Sorry, I'm giving you a visual just so people who come in they're just like, what is he doing? Why is he just sitting there looking down on his phone or, doing whatever? But yes, for people who just came in, I have an A71 that I am unboxing. I guess it's in the title. So I am not logging into a Samsung account. I'm sorry.
We're all set.
Okay. So finishing. No thanks. Wow, that display looks really good. I know that it's not going to look as good on the webcam, but that display looks really vibrant. The bezels are really minimal. Hold on here, guys. Sorry. But yeah, that's this hole punch here is pretty big. I think it looks bigger than that hole punch is bigger than the hole punch that's on the TCL 10 Pro. But regardless, for a $365 phone, this is looking pretty good. The reason I bought this A71, again, for you guys that don't know, is because I want to test out the Snapdragon 730 chipset. It will give me an idea of what the Pixel 4a is going to be like. And here's the thing. And I'll ask Leo, since Leo's in here too, because Leo has a TCL 10 Pro. I am pleasantly surprised when it comes to the performance of the Snapdragon 675. When people ask me, hey, does it lag? I will say occasionally it does. It will hiccup every once in a while, especially if I'm pushing the phone. There was a time when I was using it and I was on Chrome and the phone started to actually get really warm, and it doesn't happen often, but sometimes when I push it, it'll do it. But it still isn't bad. I'm actually surprised at the performance of the 675. And so it gives me hope that with this A71, with this Snapdragon 730, it gives me hope that, oh, look at that. What is going on? Why is this just, look, it's like doing, that's actually pretty cool. I haven't been excited about, like, it's just different. It moves around as you're, anyway. Oh, I'm getting notified. That's pretty cool. That's a cool effect. It's so weird for me to get excited about phones because I really have not been as excited as I used to be. But I think Oh God, it has so much Samsung stuff on it. Here's the thing too. Oh my God, I'm already thinking about it. Using the Samsung Galaxy A71, I'm not going to get a lot of stock stuff on it. There's going to be bloatware on there that I'm probably not going to care for. The one thing I know that's going to bother me is the emoji. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you feel about it, but one thing that annoys me is not having the stock Android emoji and using Samsung's emoji instead, because I'm already so used to Google's, right? So when I see Samsung's, I'm just like, oh, I can't. Now, people who use Samsung's daily probably don't even care. They probably don't even know what the Android ones look like if they've never used a Google phone or a OnePlus. But that's something that's gonna bug me. I don't know. We'll test it out. I don't want to be that guy that's just gonna like poo-poo everything. But yeah, anyway, anyway, so the buttons, the tactile feedback on the power button and the volume rockers are solid. They feel really good. They don't feel cheap or chintzy. It has a I'm trying to, it's hard. The directions are different when the webcam. So the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack at the bottom, that's for me, that's the ideal place to put a headphone jack, because when I put my phone in my pocket, I always put it down this way. So when I pull it up, it comes upright. When people put headphone jacks on the top, I have to put my phone upside down, and it's annoying because then I have to pull my phone out like this instead of. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I can't do the actions here because then I'd have to stand up and whatever. But yeah, right now, just looking at this phone, as far as like performance or whatever, like I'm not going to be able to do all this on here, guys, for you right now. I'm just going to have to do it on my own later. But it seems pretty fluid, but obviously it's also because I just got the phone. But I'll test it out and I'll give you guys a rundown on how I feel about it, compare it to my TCL 10 Pro. But wow, some of these you probably can't see this, but one of the folders here is Aplicaciones de Microsoft. Aplicaciones. So yeah, not all of this is in English. There is an app here called Samsung Global Goals. Huh. It is different to see how these global phones are made for world access or world use, which is good. I'm glad to see that. I actually prefer getting I see Team Verizon saying those are some large icons. Yeah, I'll eventually switch that. I don't know what I like world phones. I think world phones are great because it's just everyone can use them, right? Why should we have phones that are catered for one specific? I mean, I get it, to take advantage of the cellular bands and everything, but I will pop my SIM in it. I will test it out and I'll give you guys a rundown and how I feel about it. Let me scroll up here though. Let me just go through. I know a lot of you guys have been talking, so I want to just make sure I'm not going to be able to read all the chat, but let me get into it. So simply your device's glass stick back, glass plastic, right? Glass stick. Is there glass in the back? Or are you talking about the quad? It is weird to see a quad camera setup on such a cheap phone too, for $365. Deepak says this phone will soon be thrown in the galaxy. You guys are so. Do you guys have no faith that I'm the only phones I'm ever gonna like are Pixels? You guys might be right, but you don't know that. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Let me scroll back down here. She's plastic, not glass. That's what Leo said. Samsung slow UI. Leo's bias is so strong here. Okay. Let me scroll down. Team Verizon says, I'd get the TCL for the design, Samsung for the UI. Choices. Leo said, let's go get our money back. You guys are so bad. LS Cargo Red, hey man, welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. Just got here, sorry for being late. Don't ever apologize for being late. You make it when you make it, man. I'm just glad that you stopped by. I'm glad you're part of the stream, engaging in chat. I appreciate it, man. So thank you. Welcome, welcome. So let's see here. Leo says, it is what it is. It happens, especially when I swipe up from the bottom. It's not that serious. It was worse on the OnePlus 7 Pro. Really? It was worse on the 7 Pro? Leo, that is not, you cannot, I can't sit here and complain about accidental touches and you tell me it is what it is. It happens. I don't like that. I don't think that's a proper excuse for having curved glass. I think that kind of thinking eventually is detrimental to people who are trying to buy a phone, who want to make sure they don't have those kind of nuisances happening. I mean, you know, you like what you like. I get it. If you want to buy it for aesthetics and looks, but at the end of the day, there still has to be some common ground for its usability. Yeah, we can say it is what it is, but I don't know, man. Let's just say I can't agree with that. That doesn't sit well with me, because there have been many times when I'll pick up this phone, especially like real quick, and I have to like kind of just do some reply really quick, and I'm trying to, and I accidentally touch, and it drives me bonkers. I was trying to open up a YouTube video yesterday. I was in the middle of watching that video, and I accidentally touched another video and it played something else instead. And I'm like, motherfucker, like it's because of the accidental touch. Anyway, let me go ahead here. Deepak says it looks like a Galaxy S20 Plus Ultra. Leo says, do you use a case on the TCL 10 Pro? I don't, Leo. So that's the thing. I don't use cases on any of my phones. I'm sure that might alleviate the problem, or it might fix it altogether, but I'm a guy who doesn't use cases. So yeah, if that's a way to fix it, that's great. It sucks for somebody like me who doesn't want to add a case to a phone. Because for me, I like the experience of having a naked phone. And, you know, a lot of guys might say, well, Jerome, you're going to break it. Yeah, I know. I've dropped phones before many times. It's nothing new. I get it. That's the risk I take running my phones naked. But I do that for every single phone for a long time, for many years. Okay. Mike says, what did I miss? How dare customers call wanting parts? Mike, thank you for making the stream. Thank you for doing it while you're at work. I think a lot of you guys are. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the support, guys. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Deepak says, flat, beautiful display, non-curved annoyances. I agree, Deepak. I'm with you, man. Mike says it's a Samsung. The screens will be killer. I have no doubt. Leo says the performance is excellent on the TCL 10 Pro. Impressed. I am pretty impressed. It is very surprising for me how well the phone performs for a Snapdragon 600 chipset. It surprised me. It surprised me so much so. Like that's why I ended up looking at the Snapdragon 700 series, because I'm like, damn it, I need to try these other phones out now and see how well they work. Okay, Simply Your Device says Nova for the win. Yeah, that's actually what I'm using right now on my TCL 10 Pro. Leo says you can install Google Messenger and Google Keyboard and Google Dialer. Yes, I know that, Leo. I know I can install all that stuff, but I still won't get my Google emoji. I still won't get that Android stock experience, which is what gets to me. Y says I would buy an A71 instead of the TCL 10 Pro. So right now, because I mean, I just got the phone, but on paper, I would probably get the A71 as well, but we'll see. I'll test it out. I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. Today's Friday, so I'll give you my thoughts on it on Monday, and we'll go from there. Kyle Brass, hey man, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. You should see if you can install the Pixel Experience ROM if you're into that. Yes, I am into that. Actually, let me give you. Sorry, I'm trying to sit Indian style on my chair, or cross-legged on my chair. Let me give you an idea here. I just installed. Oh my God. Kyle, you read my mind. I just installed an unofficial version on my Xiaomi Mi 9 Lite. I was going to buy the A51 until I saw the Mi 9 Lite. Kyle Brass, perfect segue. Here's the thing. Yesterday, I talked about buying a Xiaomi Mi 9 or Xiaomi Mi 9T, right? Xiaomi Mi 9T has a Snapdragon 730 chipset, which is what's going to be on the Pixel 4a. It has quad cam, right? Although I think it was Deepak that said the cameras weren't the best, but it has a selfie pop-up camera, 6 gigs of RAM. Now there is a 64 and a 128 gig storage option, but the 64 gig option is only $265. The 128 gig option is only $315, which is $50 cheaper then this display is really nice. I'm very impressed with the display on this phone. It looks really good. It doesn't really have that much bloatware on it. There isn't a lot on it. It looks pretty clean, guys. This A71 does not look bad at all. But Kyle Brass, yes, I was thinking about getting the Xiaomi Mi 9T because one, it has that 730 chipset, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage for $315. And I checked XDA yesterday, and I could throw the Pixel Experience ROM on it. And that was exactly what I was going to do. And I was going to talk about it because so getting back into modding phones and finding phones at cheap prices is what I want to kind of get back into and show people that, hey, you might not have to buy a Pixel if you buy this instead. Throw Gcam on it, and here are the camera results from what I've tested, and it's not bad. And you get stock Android. And yeah, Kyle, thank you for sharing that. That is something I'm actually looking into, but I will keep you guys posted and share that information with you when I get to that point. How high am I on the guys? I'm not going to be able to go through all the chat, I don't think. Okay, no. Okay, I just lost my place. So Android said, where did you buy it? The A71. Did I answer this already? I bought it from Amazon, Leo. So $365 after tax. I paid $390 for it. That's where I got the A71. Oh, the back feels like glass, but it's plastic. Yeah. I mean, so when I first held it, I'm like, I mean, you could tell it's plastic, but it doesn't have that like cheapish feel to it. It doesn't feel like my TCL 10 Pro. It doesn't feel as premium as the TCL 10 Pro, but it doesn't feel bad at all. So this phone though does feel, it is wider than my TCL 10 Pro. So you do need a wider grip on it, but it doesn't feel bad at all. They are both really tall phones. Big House Productions. Hey, how did the unboxing go? What's going on, Big House Productions? Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. It went well. Hopefully you'll catch it on the replay, but I'm liking it so far. You have an A71, am I right? Or you had the A70? I forgot. But Big House, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Kyle says, I only have accidental touches on my OnePlus 7 Pro without the case. There you go. That makes sense. So yeah, that's a way to solve that issue. So let's see here. Leo says TCL 10 Pro told me they're committed to updating the touch panel in the future update, which should fix accidental touches. What do you have things for fingers? What are you trying to say, man? I have kind of big hands. They're not that big. I'm also short, man. I'm 5'3". Like my hands are not big. So I don't. I get accidental touches. I'm going to be transparent with you guys. I'm going to be honest about my issues with the phones. I think people want to know the truth, and I'm here to spit the truth. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't give me shit about my fingers. What's wrong with you? Team Rise says, you are a brave guy going caseless. That's just how I roll, man. And I carry 2 phones with me all the time. I carry usually my iPhone 11 Pro. I carry my Pixel 4, and they're naked, both almost all the time. Y says, you may be here debating TCL 10 Pro and A71, but I think I would buy the Redmi 10X or Redmi Note 9 Pro instead. Good points. I can't remember what's on those phones again. There's just so many, but I'll have to take a look. But I'm glad. Thank you for sharing your input. 6 says, one thing I hate about Nova is they don't support gestures yet. Yeah, actually, 6, you know what though? Well, you're in chat with us. Did you try that app called FNG, Fluid Navigation Gestures? So if you use, so what I did is I used Nova with Fluid Navigation Gestures, and I bought the Pro version of it, and I got full gestures on it. And I've been using gestures on so apparently the TCL 10 Pro can use gestures, and I just didn't see that option. I think I can't remember what his position is. The guy who gave me the TCL 10 Pro wrote me because I think he saw my video and was like, hey, there are gestures in it. And I think Leo mentioned it too somewhere in the comments. But yeah, yeah, if you do use Nova or you have your phone that isn't supporting gestures, take a look at that app called FNG. And if you're looking for how to set it up, I went through this article and it worked perfectly for me. And I'll be happy to share that with you. So let me know, Six, if you're looking for that. Okay, let me scroll back up. N4 says, just want to say when you said Chrome, if you value privacy, don't use it. Brave is not 100%, but it's still missing some features that are good on Mozilla. Mozilla is also good, but uses quite a bit of RAM, to be honest. Yeah, N4, thank you so much. It's weird, right? Because I was always using Google, always using Chrome. And I mean, I still use Chrome, but I've also been switching to DuckDuckGo lately too for a lot of my Google or my searching web navigation and stuff. It's just privacy is so botched right now for everybody and everything. And I mean, especially in the US, they keep trying to like lax those things and say, no, they're just trying to protect us. And it's like, dude, they're just trying to, yeah, it's like our privacy is all going to be gone. It probably is at this point already. Deepak says, who knows about the cameras on the A71? I don't. My hope is to take these, take camera comparisons and do it, which by the way, guys, I need to, that's what I'm going to work on this weekend. I've just been so busy, but TCL 10 Pro camera stuff, I plan on getting out at least for the Pixel 4, either today, hopefully today or tomorrow. And I want to start taking pictures with the iPhone 11 Pro, take pictures with the A71, give you guys my thoughts and go from there. Okay, let me scroll back up here. And Force also says, while Brave uses the least out of the 10 browsers I've tested in Mozilla and Chrome for years, I've been very happy with it. And Force, thank you for sharing that info. I'll have to take a look at it. Okay, let me scroll down here. Okay, Big House says he has the A70. Y says the A70 is much more of a competitor to the TCL 10 Pro as it also has a 675. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Yeah, and Force says, yes, man, DuckDuckGo. Yeah, man, I try to keep up. I'm not, I try to keep up with tech. I might be out of IT for the last 3 years, but I still try to make sure I try to stay on top of things. So Android stud is Jerome's a guy who goes on a date with Beyonce, then gets home and says her butt's too big. First of all, Leo, that is something I would never say. I would never say that. Never. That is not a complaint. This is a completely different conversation that we don't have to get into right now. But anyway, guys, yeah, so the Galaxy A71, my first thoughts on it right now is it looks pretty damn good. It is an awesome price for $365. Do not spend $600 for the US version just for 5G. You're not even going to get the Snapdragon 730 in it. You're going to get the Exynos chip in it instead. But quality seems really good. Display looks great. The buttons, the power button, the volume rockers are real. They feel really good. Feels premium, even though it's plastic. The design looks good. I don't know. It's not bad, man, for the price. It really isn't. Am I going to keep it? I don't know. Most likely not. I really don't think I'm going to, but I do want to test it out. If I'm able to clean it up and make it very stock-like, then maybe, but we'll see. I'll give you my thoughts on it. So we'll keep it at that. Y says the Mi Note 10 Lite has the same 730G as the Mi 9T. So is the Mi Note 10 Lite better than the Mi 9T? Y? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on it. Mike says for a browser, Firefox is good, but Samsung Internet is really good. I know Mike's talked about the Samsung browser and was saying, or Samsung Internet, and yeah, or browser, and says it's been really good, which is weird because it's just not something I ever heard anyone say. But I trust Mike, and I value his opinion, so it's something I should take a look at. Oops, sorry there. Enforce says, to be honest, DuckDuckGo is like 99% 100% sufficient for all tasks. I don't miss Google at all, but I still use it only when I can find something locally specific that is something DuckDuckGo is good, but has room to improve. I agree, Enforce. I still find myself using Google when I can't find stuff on DuckDuckGo, but for the most part, I use that a lot too. So Mike says, okay, then $5, he returns it in under 14 days. Team Verizon says, all this talk about mobile browsers makes me miss the stock Windows phone browser. God, I don't even remember what a stock Windows phone browser is. Did I ever use one? I don't even know. So anyway, that's it, guys. I hope the unboxing was kind of entertaining. I still have to remove the plastic on all the on the sides and everything, but so far the impressions are pretty good. It has very light bloat. The display looks good. We'll see about the performance, and I'll keep you guys posted. I want to have camera comparisons, and I'll try to get those out as soon as possible. Just again, it's going to depend on just how my time is going to be and how I divvy that up. So I do have a couple stories though today, and we're going to go over those. So let's do that now. Let's talk about this article from GSM Arena. And this first article is here's a look at the canceled Google Pixel 4a XL. So I didn't know this was a thing. Did you guys know this was a thing? I didn't even know that well, I guess maybe no one did until they released this leak or whatever. So this article from GSM Arena says last year, Google did the previously unthinkable and diluted its oh-so premium Pixel brand by launching a couple of mid-rangers, the Pixel 3a and 3a XL. It's been around a year since their launch, so we're expecting their successors any day now. Wait, no. There's only going to be one successor, the 4A, because the company has canceled the 4A XL. If you were wondering what the 4A XL would have looked like had it ended up seeing the light of day, here are some renders for you. So the first thing I noticed when I saw this was that this Pixel 4A XL has two lenses on it. And I was like, what? That's typically not how it works. Usually when they have a larger version, it's just for a bigger display and a bigger camera for people who want to. Here's a gripe of mine. I don't like when a company makes a bigger phone and then they will they'll handicap the smaller phone. They won't add a certain lens to it. They're going to take something away from it. It's a marketing thing to try to get you to buy the bigger phone, and I don't like that. I feel like that's unfair for the consumer. You're already forcing them to buy your flagship, or you want them to buy your flagship, and then on top of that, you're having them pay a premium price just to get the bigger phone. What if somebody wants the premium features and they don't want the bigger display? What if they want the smaller form factor? That's a thing that annoys me. Anyway, apparently this isn't happening. So it is what it is, right? Like, I'm okay with that. Google seems to continue living in its own parallel mobile world where basic features don't matter. And now apparently one where people who like cheap phones only buy small, cheap phones. Otherwise, what's the point in this cancellation? We'll probably never know. But maybe Google simply wanted to avoid YouTube reviews of the 4A XL, comparing it to the smaller iPhone SE 2020. People have a tendency to make such comparisons disregarding size differences, but emphasizing price deltas. Is that supposed to be deltas or details? No, maybe deltas. I don't know the reference in anyway, which are at least in part explainable through those differing sizes. Anyway, the Pixel 4a XL is all plastic aside from the screen, of course. Actually, that makes me wonder, I wonder how the quality of the Pixel 4a is going to be compared to the plastic Galaxy A71, because for people that own the Pixel 3a or 3a XL, I know Leo had one, or I remember him saying he had his wife use it. I don't think he was particularly thrilled with the build quality of it, even though it was it was plastic. But this A71, even though it's plastic, it feels pretty good. Anyway, the display has a hole punch cutout for the selfie cam, and overall the bezels seem decently sized for once, and also considering the price point this was supposed to hit. So it would have been shorter and narrower than its predecessor while packing a marginally larger screen. Maybe those bezels were deemed too small for Google's liking. So yeah, see, that's the thing. Two lenses here. This also looks like a face here again. The Pixel 4a is now rumored to arrive in mid-July, which is upsetting for me. I was really hoping this was going to come out a lot earlier. Alternatively, Google could keep delaying it. It's already reportedly done that a few times, so why not more? uh, Google, what are you doing, man? Clearly, in these cash-constrained pandemic times, people don't need affordable smartphones. Apple was just wrong releasing the new iPhone SE when it did. This is such a sarcastic. I whoever wrote this, I commend them. The historians will have a field day with this one, right? Yeah. For me, how I feel about it is, it is kind of, it sucks that the 4AXL isn't here, but it also sucks that they just haven't released the 4A already. Like, this phone should have been out yesterday. This phone should have already been out. This phone should have been competing with the iPhone SE. It should have been eating at the iPhone SE sales. At this point, you're forcing people like me to buy a Galaxy A71 or look at this Xiaomi Mi 9T. I mean, a lot of this isn't true, guys. I was probably going to buy these phones regardless and then try to mod it and put the Pixel Experience ROM on it, because it's another thing I want to kind of get into again. But yeah, I really wish that this 4A just came out earlier. Yeah, it's too bad the 4AXL isn't going to be here, but yeah, I don't know. So let me see here. Let me scroll up. Deepak says, well, Team Rice says, had fun. I'm glad. Deepak says, now you got to choose between the curved TCL and Galaxy non-stock UI. There's always compromises. But N4 says, to be honest, One UI is good. And I've heard people have been saying that. So I'll give it a shot. Team Verizon says, really a shame they canceled the 4AXL. Yeah. And 4 says it's Galaxy's better than TouchWiz. I like that little Galaxy pun in there. Yeah, it seems like you guys are pretty upset about the XL version. Pixel's stock is the most fluid and simplistic. It is, although OnePlus is right there too. I mean, they have to compete. I think there are some people in here that would also say that the OnePlus's software or UI is even better than what the Pixel gives you. But I'm still a very stock Android person, and that's usually what I would go to over anything. Y says, hey everyone, what's your favorite Android skin or stock Android and why? Good question for everyone. You guys know how I feel about that already. So let's see here. Simply Your Device says 3A, it's nicely built. I'm not saying it's nicely built. That's not what I'm saying. But I think I made my point out. Mike says, I like this writer, snarky. He is, man. He is. That's why I like that article. Okay, so Ronaldo says mid-July is not too bad. I mean, here's the thing, Ronaldo, is it isn't, but they already have the production boxes, the retail boxes. I really thought it was out. I thought it was ready to come out. Like the thing is, they already have it ready for production. They can already sell it, and they're sitting on it. And here's the thing: even though we say mid-July, it doesn't. The launch might be in mid-July, but they might not be shipping it until August. Here's the point that I made not too long ago. My friend has a OnePlus 5, and the OnePlus 5 that he has, is dying. And when I say dying, I mean his battery is dying. And he came to me and he was like, hey, should I look at this 4A or should I wait for the Pixel 5? And at the time when I thought that the 4A was going to be released like late May, I was like, just wait, because the 4A, don't wait. Like the 4A is coming out in late May. Like, I know he's more of a camera guy than a performance. He just wants a good overall phone. I was like, dude, the 4A is going to be a good bet at 350, 128 gigs of RAM, internal store, whatever. And then this delay came, and he was like, well, okay, now what? And I'm like, well, it might not be launched until July, but it might not come out until August. And he's like, well, why don't I just wait for the Pixel 5? And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should just wait for the Pixel 5 and see what that has, and then, make your decision then. And I think that's what's happening, is it's taking away sales from other potential. I mean, again, at the end of the day, sales aren't everything, right? But I just think if Google wants to really compete, they should have taken that time to put it out. I just don't know why they didn't. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Okay, let me see here. I didn't even intend with that pun, but yeah, it's an accidental pun. Deepak says that OnePlus Z may be a solid mid-ranger, and that's the thing too. So here we go, right? We're talking about July. I forgot about that. The OnePlus Z is expected to be launched or announced in July. So now another competitor is going to be in that market. So the OnePlus Z is going to be there. And the OnePlus Z is going to have a 765 chipset. So maybe that's another phone that somebody else should. Man, there are going to be a lot of options. There are. Team Verizon says, for the most part, my 3A feels solid, but it's got a slight bend in the chassis, similar to the one on the Nintendo Switch. You know what? I had a Switch. I wasn't really taking a look at build quality though, but that's good to know. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on the build quality for it, but thank you for sharing that. I just, I don't know too much of it. I've never had one. I've never even held one in my hand, so I don't know. Ronaldo says, when someone does a teardown of the device, I bet you any money that the batteries are going to say June 2020. Oh wow. That's not a bad call. So do you think that it's more because Google is saying though, Ronaldo, that they have it ready to go. They said they're holding on to it for marketing purposes. Like they're saying that right now is not the proper time to market the phone. But maybe there's some other stuff going on behind the scenes. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, we don't know. We really don't know what's going on. We don't know what they're thinking about. I see Max Tech Studios. Hey, yo, Jerome. What's going on, Max Tech Studios? How you doing, man? Glad to see you. Glad you could make it to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. Can't wait for the OnePlus Z. I can't either. I can't wait for a lot of phones. There's so many things going on right now. There's so many things to talk about, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. So we'll see. Y says a quick recommendation: don't buy a Y series Huawei phone. Thank you for that quick recommendation. I don't even know what Y series Huawei phones are out right now. I'm always out of the loop when it comes to some of these other brands, especially Huawei, since they don't have any Google stuff lately. Actually, I just read this article about Huawei where they said, because on Huawei phones, you can't even get YouTube on it, right? Is that right? You can't even get YouTube on it. So they're talking about, they were trying to partner with Vimeo, I think. Is that what they were saying? I forgot. But thank you, Y. Max Tech Studio says it'll be my first OnePlus phone. Well, there you go. Congrats on your future OnePlus phone. My first OnePlus was a OnePlus 3, and it was one of my favorite phones. The OnePlus 6, though, is my favorite all time right now for OnePlus phones. Y2019 says they're overpriced, and the best one has a 1-year-old mid-range chip that is barely different than a 2-year-old one. Well, thank you for sharing that in the stream, in the chat. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Okay, guys, before I go on to the next story, wow, I didn't realize that unboxing took so much time, but I got a little life left in me. I'll do 1 or 2 more stories at most. But real quick, before I continue on, guys, if you are just coming in or if you haven't had a chance, please feel free to like the video. Liking the video helps me in an algorithmic kind of way. By liking the video, I meant liking the stream. By algorithmic way, I meant I think it helps people find the stream. It helps people come say hi. If you guys are just lurking in the stream and you haven't said hi, you guys should say hi. Say what's up. Engage in the chat. I'm friendly. I don't bite. And most of the people in the chat are very friendly as well, and we're all civil. And I encourage people to talk and actually have a real conversation, and just talk some good shit. And I have good moderators in here too, so I don't think they would let things go out of hand. But also, if you guys haven't subscribed, feel free to be a subscriber. I stream Mondays through Fridays for about an hour or so. So feel free. And you won't miss another stream, hopefully. And real quick, if you see anybody in chat and you see a green next to their name, if you see green in their name and you see a red Chicago star, that is a badge next to their name. And they have that badge because they are a member of my channel. And you can be a member of this channel. This is my little marketing spiel, guys. So you can be a member of this channel too for 99 cents a month. Only 99 cents a month. But yeah, guys, it's a way to support me is what I'm saying. There are different tiers to it as well. But for 99 cents a month, you can have green in your name. You can have that red Chicago star, and you get to use custom emoji. And the more members I get, once I hit certain levels, I get to add more emoji. And I actually want to start getting you guys involved in what next emoji I should put on when I hit that next level. So all you have to do is click that join button. And if you can't find that join button, you just go to youtube.com/phone Jerome/join. At the same time, you will also get your name on the intros and outros to every single one of my live streams. And anytime you comment in any of my videos, you will also have that red Chicago star next to your name. And that's as far as I'm going to go in terms of marketing. But I do want to thank everybody for liking, subscribing, people who are members, people who have super chatted, all that support. It means a lot to me, guys. And I can't thank you guys enough. So let's move on. Let's talk about more tech. Let's talk about where is my place here. God, this is only the first story. It's just that unboxing took a lot longer than I thought. So here's an article about the Pixel Buds. Why is the news about Google always not the best? Why is it always something that I just wish wasn't happening? So this article from Android Police is talking about how there are numerous reports of Pixel Buds 2 audio cutouts, especially while outdoors. This is not promising. This isn't what I wanted to hear, especially with the Pixel Buds. I didn't buy these because, one, I just don't have money for them, but two, you know what? Like I use AirPods Pro, right? I have a set of AirPods Pro that I bought. I really like them. I use them daily. I work out every day and I use them for about an hour every day for the last however long. When the AirPods Pro got announced, I bought them, I think on day one. I pre-ordered them pre-ordered them on day one, and I've been using them since daily. And now because why did I switch that screen? Because I'm in quarantine and I'm stuck at home and I can't go to the gym. I go out every day. And so I use them outdoors, and I haven't had an issue with my AirPods Pro. Not once. I actually even use them on my Pixel 4, and I did get a cutout once in a while, but it was very far and few between. But for the most part, they have been rock solid for me. And so to read this, I haven't read this article yet, but to read the title, I was like, God damn it, Google. Like, so far the reports on the Pixel Buds 2 have been good, but this, it's not promising to read. But it says here, since launch, people have been experiencing buggy connections. The new Pixel Buds have plenty going for them. They're modern and sleek. They sound nice, and their Android integration is top notch. But an increasing number of users are reporting connectivity troubles that are making the earbuds difficult to use, especially outdoors. Oh, I meant to switch the screen again. For anyone who has them, or if you have them, can you speak to them if you've had issues with them? I don't know if you guys have them or not, but I'm just curious if some of you use them outdoors and if you've been having issues, or even if you don't use them outdoors and if you've been using them indoors and you've been experiencing issues. Please feel free to share it in the chat. A quick glance at the Pixel Bud support forum shows tons of reports of connectivity problems, some as recent as today. The issues have been reported by users on different firmwares, both 2.25, which the Buds launched with, and newer version 2.95, and by users with devices from multiple manufacturers. A common thread seems to be poor Bluetooth performance. Earbuds will lose connection outdoors or when covered by a hand. It's that easy when covered by a hand. Some units are also only playing audio through one side. I thought that these earbuds were supposed to be usable even from like far distances without your phone. I don't have them, so I can't test them out. I don't know how good they are. Anyway, we'll continue on. A few cases seem to have been resolved by unpairing and repairing the buds with their sound device, but not all. The problem isn't universal. At least I've been using the Pixel Buds for more than a month now, and while I have complaints, none of them are related to connection. Well, that's good, at least, but I wonder what his complaints are. My review unit maintains its connection fine indoors and out, only getting a little choppy when I keep my phone in my back pocket. Wait. So it gets choppy when he keeps it in his back pocket? That almost makes no sense to me. For it to get choppy when you keep it in your back pocket, as to what? As opposed to your front pocket? Here's the thing. When I do a lot of my camera comparisons, guys, I wear my earbuds, or I wear my AirPods a lot when I do camera comparison videos, even when I'm not using the iPhone. Because you know what's funny? You guys for you guys who follow my channel, for you guys who see my camera comparisons, I I never do camera comparisons for the most part. I never do it in the same areas. I always pick different parts of Chicago. One, because I just love doing it, but two, it's also a way to just take shots in different environments and show like the city I grew up in and the city I love, right? I mean, even when I moved to LA for that short period of time, it was a way to showcase LA. It was a way to showcase Southern California, Long Beach, where I stayed at. And but sometimes I feel weird about taking shots because, I'll take shots in random places and people look at me funny because it's like this guy is switching out phones and doing this and that. And sometimes when I put AirPods on and I have music cranked up, then I don't care, right? Like, plus whatever, I do photography. I do photography and videography for a living. So if anyone ever asks me, it's like, I'm a photographer, like, leave me alone. But and what I'm trying to get at is when I keep those AirPods, on, sometimes my front pockets are being used for other phones when I'm taking photo comparisons. And I end up throwing my iPhone, not in my back pocket, but I'll throw it in my backpack with a bunch of other shit in there. So there are things blocking the iPhone that are in the way, my camera gear, sometimes my MacBook Pro. So to imagine that putting it in your back pocket is going to give it choppy issues, that does not sound promising. If someone told me that, I'm like, why would I recommend that to somebody then? That it could be as easy as putting it in your back pocket and you're going to get connection issues. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's weird. I don't know. Let me scroll up here. C Butler. Hey, what's up, Jerome? Dope stream, bro. Thank you so much, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you just saying hi and saying what's up and saying hi to everybody. I see that in here. Enforce says, I got to go. See you next stream. Enforce, thank you so much. Thank you for making the stream. Appreciate it, man. Let's see here. C Butler is saying, what's wrong with Y series phones? Yeah, why gave his opinion on that, so he can share that in there. Let's see here. But he says, okay, I have the Y7 2019. It's an excellent entry-level phone. Well, thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it. I've never used it, so I don't know much about it. So I appreciate you guys sharing your knowledge. Let me scroll down here. Deepak says, Google should step up its quality control. I had various problems with Pixels and Nexus phones. Yeah, I agree. I think we all know that. I think we've all had issues when it comes to quality control as far as Google. I don't know when that's ever going to change, Deepak. I want to, it's weird because Apple has had such good build quality and consistency. Samsung has as well, right? I don't know. It's boggling to me. Sometimes I just don't understand how, like, Google's such a big company and sometimes these issues are just more, I don't know. It happens more often than I'd like it. So Grant saying, just got my Pixel Buds and connectivity has been fine, but I've been mostly using indoors since I don't go anywhere these days. We'll try them more outdoors. Grant, keep me posted. Keep us posted. Let me know. I see this and here's the thing too, is I know how people get when it comes to reviews and when people want to like bitch and whine about stuff. Sometimes you'll see people who will complain just to complain. You never see a lot of people sometimes won't review stuff and say how good things are. Usually it's just when something goes wrong, that's when they want to talk about it. But I mean, if people are having issues outdoors, then if I had issues, here's the thing. If my AirPods Pro had issues outdoors, I would complain about it. I would tell you guys about it, but my AirPods Pro have been pretty solid. The only thing that I don't like about my AirPods Pro is that over time, the fit has gotten worse and worse. They're loose. They don't fit as tight as they used to. Sometimes I have to push my ears in, and I think there are fixes for that, but I haven't looked into it because they haven't. One, I'm just too lazy. I've been doing so much. I haven't had the time to really look into like fixing the fit of my AirPods Pro, but yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, keep me posted. Let me know. Mike says, I gotta go. Workday is done. Picture Fred Flintstone. Yabba dabba do. Mike, thank you for making the stream. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the support. Mike, it means a lot to me, man. See you, man. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by. Y says Nokia C5 ND got announced. Why? Thank you. I have no idea what that is, but we'll take a look. I will maybe look at it next time, maybe for Monday. I haven't had a chance to see. I don't even know what that's about. X Techie. X Techie, have I seen you before? I don't know if I have. If I haven't, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Glad you can make it. Hi, how's it going? After any major update, you have to do a factory reset for optimum performance. Yes, I agree. What is this in regards to? Did we talk about something else here? I'm not sure, but yes, I agree with you, X Techie. Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you making it. Okay, so I have a couple other stories, but I am not going to go through all these right now. We are an hour and almost 20 minutes in. Okay, let's talk about this. Another one I had is really long, but I'll save that for Monday. We'll do this. We'll do the Sony one after this to close it off. But this article from Android Authority is saying it's confirmed there are no more OnePlus McLaren phones. So for any of you guys with deep pockets who are buying McLaren phones, I'm sad to say that you're not going to be able to get one in the near future, or at least a new version of one. Yeah, I've never owned one. I would not pay the money for one. I'm not saying they're not good phones, because I think they're pretty premium quality from what I've seen and what I've heard, but I don't have the money for them. But we'll talk about it. So this article saying, again, it's not confirmed, or it's confirmed they're not working together anymore. Last week is reported that OnePlus partnership with McLaren might be coming to an end because the phone maker is no longer listed as a 2020 F1 partner on the McLaren website. We've now received official word from the British sports car manufacturer, making it clear that its long-standing partnership with OnePlus is now over. In an emailed statement to Android Authority, a McLaren spokesperson said, "Our partnership with OnePlus, which came to its scheduled conclusion recently, has been a highly successful collaboration between two iconic and innovative brands. Since the start of this partnership in 2018, OnePlus has been a supportive, valued partner, and we wish them well and hope to see them in the future." I just... Every time I read stuff like that, I get it, right? Like, you gotta be nice and whatever, but it always makes me wonder what happened. It's like, who did something? Who took their dessert during a lunch break? I don't know. The last product we saw as a result of the OnePlus McLaren partnership was the OnePlus Concept One. Yeah, that's the one that had the signature papaya orange leather finish. It had the electrochromic glass that kind of hid the lenses in the back, right? Though the OnePlus Concept One never saw an official release, we did see McLaren edition models of the 7T Pro and 6T that went on sale with souped up specs and exclusive designs. With the latest confirmation, it's safe to say that there won't be any OnePlus 8 McLaren editions this year or subsequent McLaren branded OnePlus phones in the future. The end of OnePlus collaboration with McLaren doesn't necessarily mean that there won't be any new special edition OnePlus phones. However, the company previously tied up with Disney for Star Wars and Marvel themed devices, and we could see it enter more such partnerships in the future. Have any of you guys bought any of these special edition phones? I know that they have those Marvel ones, right? Have they had Disney ones already? Or, well, I guess Disney is Star Wars and Marvel, right? Don't they own them all now? Doesn't Disney own everything? Yeah, I've never owned any of those specialty phones. I just can't come to emptying my pockets for something a little more expensive for a special edition one, even if it's just like a special color or whatever. I mean, yeah, if you're going to add more RAM and more like internal storage, that's great, especially if you need it. But if it's going to come at such a premium price, I can't push myself to do it. Okay, here, let me see. Paul says, "That's what I appreciate. Maybe I'm just lazy." The honesty. Ryan says, "Good McLaren phones drive the price up." Yeah, I don't know. They're going to partner with someone else to increase the price some more. Yeah, I mean, if they can't find McLaren to do it, they'll find someone else. Paul says, "Oh no, where to spend ridiculous amounts of money on?" In comes the S20 Ultra. Yeah. Again, for people like me, I mean, here's the thing. Even if I had a ton of money, I don't know if I would spend the money on these higher special edition phones. I have a friend of mine who, let's just say he has deeper pockets. And back in the day, he bought that Gold Razor phone that Gold Razor flip phone. Hopefully he's not watching the stream. I know he watches it sometimes. So if he's in here, he probably wouldn't say who he was anyway. But if I remember correctly too, he bought like a special edition gold iPhone. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Why would you spend? But for him, his answer was, I just want to be different. I want it to be different. And so it's like, okay, I get it. I guess if you have the money, we spend our money anyway, like you spend it the way you want. Who am I to judge? I don't know. I'm still going to judge. Jerome, did you have the Stormtrooper 1+5T? No, I didn't. Are you saying that because you're going to give me shit for it, saying I've never owned one? Well, or wait, are you saying Stormtrooper in terms of the color, or was there a special edition Stormtrooper 1+5T? Because I've never owned Stormtrooper is Star Wars, right? Because Brian, I've never watched Star Wars. For anybody who is watching me right now, if you want to like be completely shocked, because apparently this shocks people for some reason. I have in my entire life, I've never watched Star Trek. I've never watched Star Wars. I've never watched Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. Any of those kind of epic kind of movies, I have never watched. I can't get into it. Anytime they have these things where it's like 8,000 characters in it and they all speak in like a British accent, and I don't know, it doesn't do it for me in like some fantasy world. But then here again, I love Terminator. I love weird sci-fi stuff. But when it comes to like dwarves and elves and like, I don't know, people wearing cloaks, I'm probably pissing people off, but I can't get into that stuff, guys. I don't know what it is. I really don't. So when people talked about Game of Thrones, I couldn't watch that. I don't know, that kind of stuff. It doesn't do it for me. I watch nerdy stuff. I like sci-fi stuff, but I like stuff like I like weird comedy. I like dark comedy. I love stand-up. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. I'm like looking at chat and I'm like, I don't know what people are thinking, but let me see here. It's so grand. Wait, what? Never seen Star Wars? Your nerd card has been revoked. But no, see, that's the thing. I'm a different kind of nerd, I think. I'm nerdy, but to a different degree. Like, I love IT. I build my own PCs. So here's the thing too. I have this weird obsession with basketball cards. I collect basketball cards, but I collect them like graded cards that have subgrades to them. And there's 4, and it's just very intricate. And like, they're sealed in like supersonic plastic. They can never be broken open. And like, I get involved in really weird, nerdy things. But when it comes to that stuff, it just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't. It's just funny looking at the, like a big house with this thing. Brian says it's cool, Jerome. Paul says Jerome is an android. Yeah, see the look on you, like, why is this so surprising? Joshua with the face. Daniel Lupker, Warhammer. Daniel, you know where I am with Warhammer. Let me ask you guys in chat, do any of you guys here know Warhammer? Let me give you a quick story. I have been working with Daniel for the last 2+ years now. Daniel and Kit, another guy that works with us on the team, Daniel and Kit will sit and talk about Warhammer, and they'll talk about it. And sometimes Kit will just start talking about it. And Daniel, they'll have a discussion, but Daniel knows. Daniel will kind of like ease off, because sometimes I think Daniel notices when I'm sitting there and I'm just like, why are we talking about this? And like, this is another kind of thing about like, I can't really get into it, but Daniel loves it. I'm just asking if any of you guys know Warhammer or 40K. I think those are the two that Daniel always talks about. And Deepak says here, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. See, I know a lot of people are. I'm not. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Ryan says, yeah, looking to call you out on things. No, passes. Hence the Samsung UI hatred. Okay, let me see here. Let me scroll down. All right. So okay, Grant says depends how old you are, but go check out the original series for sure. You know what? Here's the thing too, Grant, is I tried watching it. Somebody tried to get me to watch Star Wars, and I tried to watch the original and I fell asleep. in like the first 15 minutes, I fell asleep. I couldn't get into it. I tried to watch Avatar, that Avatar movie. I fell asleep to that too. Um, I there have been some movies too. I've actually talked about this with Daniel on a live stream. I think they were a little surprised. I've been to some movies and I've gone to movies and I've walked out of the theater because I couldn't get into it. I was like, it just didn't do it. But it also goes to show I have not watched regular TV. I have not seen a regular movie in years. It's been a long time since I've watched really anything in a while, like any show. The last show I watched, the last legit show I watched, and I think it was just because I had time to kill, was that show on Netflix with Paul Rudd where he died, or he died. They killed him and then they made another version of him. What the hell show was that called? I watched that show, and that's just a different kind of like science-y, like nerdy. I don't know. I forgot whatever it's called. Anyway, yeah. So it's just why says I think Star Wars is okay. I understand, Jerome. There you go. Paul says I know of Warhammer's existence. So yeah, there are some people who know. Big House says, sorry, no Warhammer. I'm a Walking Dead kind of guy. So I love zombie stuff too. Here's the thing. I watched Walking Dead, but I stopped watching it mid-season. Not first season, but like mid-series. Like once they had the governor come in, I was just like, okay, this is too much already. But I do love zombie stuff, so I watch that. I find that stuff fascinating. But yeah, I have some weird stuff that I'm into. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. Okay. Look at Daniel. Daniel's, of course, he's trying to get everyone to watch it. So I'll put that there. If you guys want to check out Warhammer, Daniel will teach you. Daniel will love for you to watch it and get into it. So, Six says, Jerome, day one, Xbox Series X or PS5. Six, you know how I feel. I would get the Xbox Series X. I was talking about the Xbox Series X yesterday. And actually, that's what so the story I'm going to end it on here is I'm going to move on. And you guys are talking about TV show. I love it. I love that we can now have a community in here and have a conversation and talk about stuff. I appreciate it. It's lovely to see it. And I love that, guys. I see Forbes Tech in here too. What's up, Jerome? Forbes Tech, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. So real quick, I do have one more story, and it is about actually Sony. It's about the PS5. But real quick, guys, if you guys just came in or you haven't already, please feel free to like the video, like the stream. Liking the stream helps me in some algorithmic kind of way. What I'm trying to say is I think it helps people find the stream, helps people like come into chat. If you guys haven't talked in chat, if you guys are lurkers, that's fine. If you are and you're just here to enjoy the stream, works for me. But feel free to say hi. Everyone's nice in here, especially if you're tech related. You want to talk about tech stuff. It's always nice to say hi to people, engage in chat, and have a conversation. If you guys haven't subscribed, I do stream Mondays through Fridays. And we talk tech, as much tech as we can, except for the last 10 minutes here. I think we've been talking TV stuff or movie stuff or whatever. But feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you guys are new and you're seeing people in chat with green in their names and you see a red Chicago star next to their names, or you see some certain emoji, that is because they are a member of my channel. And you can be a member of the channel too for as little as 99 cents a month. All you have to do is click that join button. You'll get all those perks. You'll get the green in your name. You'll get that red Chicago star badge. You'll get to use the special emoji, and you'll get your name on the intros and outros to every one of my live streams. Again, you could do that for as little as 99 cents a month. All you got to do is click the join button, or you can go to youtube.com/phone Jerome/join if you can't find it. And I think that's it, right? So let's pop into the last story. That's, again, guys, just my little marketing thing. It is a way to support, and any kind of support, I appreciate it. Even if you can't do any of those things, I just appreciate you guys stopping by. So let's end it off here with this article from The Verge. And Sony announces the PS5 event for June 4th. Let me ask you guys this then. We talked about TV, we talked about movies, and we've talked about this kind of not in length, but I've now brought up gaming once or twice, and I'll bring it up one more time. Maybe it's something I'll bring up if there's anything interesting, but are any of you guys who's a Xbox person, who's a Sony person or a PlayStation person, and who is a PC person here. So I'm a PC guy. I've been a gaming PC guy for a while now, but I also lean towards Xbox. I really haven't owned a Sony in a while, but I thought I would share this because Sony and Xbox, or PlayStation and Xbox, are gunning for their new generation consoles, and Sony's announcing their PS5. So Sony's officially confirming its next PS5 event will be held on Thursday, June 4th. Are any of you guys excited about this, or do any of you guys own all of them? I know there's some people who own like six. Six owns. I know Six says he's an Xbox person, but Six owns a ton of consoles. Six has shared in the little chat we have. He shared all of his consoles or his collection, and I'm like, God damn! Like this guy, like he knows his stuff. But Sony's officially confirming its next PS5 event will be held on Thursday, June 4th. The event will begin at 4 p.m. Eastern, and Sony is promising, quote, a look at the future of gaming on PS5. It'll run for a bit more than an hour and feature a first look at the games you'll be playing after PS5 launches this holiday. The games coming to PS5 represent the best in the industry from innovative studios that span the globe. Studios both larger and smaller, those newer and those more established, all have been hard at work developing games that'll showcase the potential of the hardware. So I haven't kept up. Are there any games you guys are looking forward to? I said this many times. The only game I've been playing now, the only game I've ever gotten into in a while is Rocket League. I have over 2,000 hours in that game. I've been playing it on PC for so long and I can't get away from it. I have been trying to find another game to get me to move away from it, but I can't. That's all I've been playing. But anyway, let's continue on here. So recent reports suggested Sony would hold a PS5 event a day earlier on June 3rd, focusing mainly on games. Sony is not expected to reveal every detail of the PS5 console at this event, and further events are rumored to be planned for the coming weeks and months. Sony has so far unveiled PS5 specs, a logo, and a new wireless controller for its next gen console. So, wait, what? Wait, this is the new. Hold on. Okay, I let me explain something really quick. One of the reasons that I have stuck with Xbox is because of their controller. I have an Xbox controller that sits on my desk every day because I use it every day. I play about 15 to 30 minutes of Rocket League. I will always give myself some time to play. This controller looks like a Rocket or an Xbox controller. One of the reasons I never used a PlayStation is I never liked their controllers because they were too small. I didn't like the feel of it. I will have to look at this new wireless. Sorry, I'm kind of surprised. I want to look into it now. Give me 1 second. So Sony reveals new DualSense controller for the PS5 featuring adaptive triggers, haptic feedback, and a new create button. The new controller has some big changes on the inside. Announced haptic feedback, replacing the old rumble technology. This looks like I just want to know if they're just talking about if it's just bigger and bulkier. Huh. I'll read into that later. That's surprising for me. A significant part of Sony's new PS5 is the proprietary SSD. Okay, so let me just I just have to explain why that kind of surprises me, or why it so the one game that I love playing is Street Fighter. Street Fighter is one of my favorite games. I've been playing that as a kid for a while. I have a friend who used to be a tournament player. Like, he was really good. And I'm a pretty good Street Fighter player. I'm a pretty good Mortal Kombat player too. Like, when I used to play on, back in the day as a kid, going to the arcades, putting my quarter up on the console, like saying next, not now, the arcade cabinet. I don't know if any of you guys know what that means when you put your quarter up on the screen there anyway, that means you're next. Or, you put your line, or you're queuing in line to play the winner. But, the one thing that I miss is, playing against people online, and I hated that there was proprietary stuff for Street Fighter. I have the new Street Fighter for the PC, but I don't. Right, there's no cross-platform on it. Anyway, whatever. I don't know why I'm talking about that now. Let's just move on. So it provides 825 gigs of storage with 5.5 gigabits per second of performance. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Anyway, Epic Games recently provided a stunning Unreal 5 tech demonstration running on the PS5, showing off the loading of cinematic 8K assets and dynamic lighting effects. That's it. Okay. That's so, yeah. I don't know if any of you guys are looking forward to that event, but it is coming up June 4th. And I just thought I'd share because and I kept it kind of as like a later story just to see. So let me scroll up here. Yeah, so some of you guys are saying who you're for, so I hear you. Why is saying, hey, the event is on my birthday, though I like Nintendo way more. I hear you. I used to own a Switch. Happy early birthday, especially if I forget. I don't know if your birthday will be on the stream if I'm streaming that day, but if I am, remind me. So Six says, I'll get both, not at launch. I'm leaning towards the Xbox first, then later on the PS5. Six, it doesn't surprise me. Deepak says, I'm mostly a PC guy, but I still enjoy my good old PS3 and PS4 consoles. There you go. Six says, I have a Switch and it's collecting dust. Mine was too at one point. Okay, so let me see here. Daniel says, Jerome has interesting tastes. Does your... Wait, he only plays soccer with the finest of rocket cars. Very true. Let's see here. PS or Xbox, most like either for titles, but also controller. Would be weird for them to change it. Yeah, I was weird to see that. Man, Street Fighter at the laundromat after school. Now I just feel old. I'm with you, Grant. I'm totally with you. So luckily for me, there was an arcade place that had all of like the new... Here's the thing. I don't know if you know this. Midway, right? Midway, the makers of Mortal Kombat, they're here in Chicago. So every time the new Mortal Kombats came out, they always came in Chicago first. They would always put them up, and there was one arcade where the best of the best came to play. And what I would do is this one place, and it was in a mini golf place, right? And they had a Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet there, Mortal Kombat 2. That was released in 93. And so that Mortal Kombat 2 arcade cabinet, we would go there because no one ever played there. Nobody knew it was there. So me and my friends would go there to practice, to get good, to try to beat... At the time I was like 15 or 16. And it would try to beat, or 14, I don't know, however old I was. And we would do that to try to beat the older kids who were awesome at MK2 or MK3 or whatever street. And cause they would put different systems in there that no one played. Anyway, it was a way to practice. And yeah, I hear you though. Let's see here. I bet Jerome is better on the left side controller. No, fuck you, Brian. Are you saying no? I practice on the right side. I make sure that I'm good on both. If that's what you're trying to get at. So no, fuck off. That's not true. Deepak says, once you go to a PC build route, you never go back to consoles. I mean, there is truth and validity to that, but I do like playing on a console every now and then. So there is truth to that, though. I do play on I don't own a console right now anyway. So yeah, you're right to a degree. Forbes Tech Review says, I hate the Xbox controller. Really? It's my favorite. I have lost a few Madden tourneys. Damn. And so like legit tourneys, or are you talking like with friends, or were you doing like pro or trying to get into like that kind of circuit thing? Because they were played on Xbox. We had an Xbox collection dust now. I'm like 6. I have a Switch collecting dust. I think we all do. I think we have a system or two that's just, it's not doing its thing anymore, and it's met its lifespan. And maybe at that point, it's just time to, move on and collect the new thing I guess. Forbes says legit tourneys. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's cool. I'm a big esports guy, but it's usually with, I'll watch a lot of right now MK11, and I watch Rocket League stuff. Those are my two big ones. And then I watch a lot of Twitch for people playing sandbox games. I really like watching people play DayZ. I know a lot of people don't watch that anymore, but that's one of the games I like to see people play. Andrew KPW. Hey, man. Hey, Andrew KPW. I haven't seen you in a while. I just got home from work. Happy to be able to watch the stream. Well, I'm glad you can make it. I am about to end it off here, though. We're way past. I spent the first 40 minutes unboxing the Samsung Galaxy A71. So hopefully you get to watch that on replay. But Andrew KPW, thank you for making it. It is nice to see you. I know I've been streaming at much later times. And I know that a lot of people work during these times, especially since I know I cater to a good number of people in the US as well. Just FYI, guys, I'm also searching for a job. So if that starts to get in the way, like if I end up finding a full-time job, I'm doing a bunch of part-time stuff right now. But if I end up getting a full-time job, then I might have to start streaming later in the evenings. But right now, it'll stay around this time. Just I'll keep you guys posted. You know how that goes. So anyway, guys, I think that's about it. Real quick, before I go, if you guys just came in, please feel free to like the video, like the stream. Liking the stream helps me in an algorithmic kind of way. God, I have this on memorization at this point. But hopefully it helps people, find the stream, talk in chat, engage in chat, talk to the community. If you guys are not a subscriber, please consider being one. I stream Mondays through Fridays every day. Mondays through Fridays, and spend about an hour talking in chat about tech and tech related stuff, and maybe some other things here and there. And I might start doing some of these unboxings again live, because why not, right? I never do unboxing videos because I just don't care for them. I don't know, it's just not my thing. But to do them live is kind of like, I don't know, I appreciate like the doing it in front of an audience, and I don't know, that seems a lot more fun than doing it by myself and then making some higher production video. Oh, Brian with the $1 super chat. Brian, thank you for the support. Arcade Game Fund. Both sides, Jerome. Thank you. Thank you for giving me proper respect for that. I play on both sides, damn it. It doesn't matter. But Brian with the $1 super chat. Brian, thank you for the support. I do want to thank everybody for the support as well, for people who did super chat today, for the super stickers. It means a lot to me, guys, to go that extra length, that extra mile. And I'll say it again. What was I going to say? If you guys haven't already, please feel free to be a supporter of the stream, of what I do daily. If you see green in people's names and you see a red Chicago star, that is because they are a member of this channel, and you can be one too for as little as 99 cents a month. You can be a member of this stream. All you got to do is click that join button, and you can get green in your name. You can get that red Chicago star. You can use special emoji, custom emoji, and you'll get your name in every intro and outro of my live. Holy shit. What am I? Andrew KPW with a very, what is Andrew, I don't know. Is this Canadian? I'm pretty sure that's a good amount of money. Andrew KPW. Holy cow. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for the support. I don't know what that converts to, if that's less than, regardless of the amount, but thank you. Thank you so much. That came out from left field and I did not expect that. Holy shit. Thank you so much for the support. I really hope you have been watching. I'm assuming you've been watching the streams. I mean, I know you've been coming on. You're also a member of the channel. Thank you so much for the support, man. Wow. Whatever I put that towards, whether it's to pay for the streaming service I pay for monthly, or the music licensing, or whatever phone I buy next, I'll be sure to thank you for being part of that, for helping out. So thank you for that support. Like, I don't even know what to say now. That's just out. Wow. Andrew KPW, thank you so much. Thank you for taking time out of your day, to come in, say hi. And wow, thank you. It's just very unexpected. And but to everybody, yes, thank you guys. Andrew says, yeah, did you get it? Yes, I got it. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much. It is very, very true. Who said it here? Brian said very generous. Yes, thank you so much. I see you using that Terminator emoji, and you use it well. You deserve it. Jesus Christ. Andrew KVW, thank you, man. Thank you so much. That is I guess that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. Grant, good thing you didn't end the stream. No, it's not that. Regardless if it's just regardless of whatever support you guys do, just you guys coming in here and being a part of the team, the crew. it means a lot to me, guys. It does. Like, it solidifies what I do. And like being able to support you guys. And I don't know, man, yes, it's very overwhelming. Sorry. I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, hold on. I need to pull up the outro because, yeah. Andrew KPW, thank you, man. It means a lot to me, but to everybody else, that support, you guys coming in, being part of the community, appreciating what I do, appreciating knowing the time and the effort I put into these things. It is, yeah, I don't know how to put it. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, Monday, I will be back. I'll be streaming back on Monday, 12, well, let's say 1 p.m. Central, probably a little bit later, but I'll be back Monday. This weekend, though, I will put out a higher production video when it comes to a camera comparison of the TCL 10 Pro with the Pixel 4 and probably a couple other ones. If I have time, I'm going to work on that. Guys, thank you again so much. I'm playing the outro. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. All right. See you guys. Bye.